Welcome into another edition of Inside Indiana Volleyball. Coach Sherry Dunbar-Kruzan, Sean Nash here. Following a big weekend, the East Coast road trip, the Hoosiers 2-0 on the weekend, defeating Maryland on Friday, Rutgers on Sunday. So, Coach, let's start with the Friday match against Maryland. It was their first home match. Incredible crowd there for their opening match, a near capacity. Can you talk about the team coming out, though, and really just silencing that crowd with their terrific play in the first two sets?
Yeah, I was really happy for Maryland, honestly. You know, them joining the Big Ten and hosting their first home match and first, home Big Ten match. And I thought they did a great job. Coming into a conference like the Big Ten, especially in volleyball, is really tough. And I thought I was really happy for them that they could provide a Big Ten environment, and that honestly helped us as far as just what we have to look forward to, at Purdue and beyond that. So, you never know how a team's going to respond. We haven't been in that environment yet, and to have where you couldn't hear yourself at all in timeouts or anything, So the response was very good in the first set, and I thought we handled it very well. Second set as well, and then we really talked about finishing the match and really staying locked in. Third set was obviously a battle, 33-31. Maryland won that, and we were down. What I was proud of then in that fourth set, we were down big, 17-12 I think, or something like that, and we came back and made a huge run and ended up winning that set. So there was a lot of positives in that match, to be able to. Maryland's going to be a very good team. They're going to upset some teams this year. They have some very good athletes, and their future is really good. So I was proud of our team for the battle that they decided to fight. That match could have easily gone 5 sets. And the fact that we turned it around and got back to the game plan and really focused in and stayed aggressive was a good tribute to the work that they're putting in and the fight that they have.
And then Saturday, you guys had the day off and decided to make a trip to New York City, visit the 9/11 Memorial, and go through the museum. Can you just talk about that experience a little bit, taking the team there on obviously a humbling trip?
Yeah, we didn't tell the team until right before we went, and I told them this year, I really like this group, and they're so appreciative of doing extra things and not just going to New York City shopping. To them it wasn't about that. It was, I told them we were going, and they were really excited about going and, visiting some history, and a lot of them were, in the second grade or so when 9/11 happened, and it was really wonderful. We all went, and I thought it was amazing. We spent a couple hours there really going through all the videos and the archives and everything that they have. Was an amazing experience. And then walked down to the Hudson River and saw the Statue of Liberty and had a great dinner outside overlooking the Statue of Liberty. And honestly, it was just a great day spending with this group, and they're just a lot of fun. They get along really well, and it was just a great experience. And then to play on Sunday, we were really wondering how, we had a day off. We practiced in the morning on Saturday, but had a day off really, and how they would approach the Sunday match. And I was really happy with, first 2 sets we won, but we didn't play real well. And then to come back in that third set and just dominate them, I think 25-10, that was a great way to finish the weekend for us.
Of course, IU 3-1 now in Big Ten, their best start in conference since 1998. And also the first time ever that Purdue and IU are 1-2 in the Big Ten standings, but we'll get to Purdue here in a minute. I also want to talk about Friday night, the women's soccer team stopped by on their road trip from Rutgers, and then also Dave Leno, the former voice of IU volleyball, stopping in at the Rutgers match. Can you just talk about what it's like to have that kind of support and really feel the 24 Sports 1 team brand that IU puts on at a match like that?
Yeah, that was so cool. We sent some pictures on Twitter and everything, but for Amy to bring her team over to our match and, packed crowd, and they were right behind our bench, and, there's probably 30 of them or so, and they were loud. To have a crowd like that, but we could hear them cheering for IU throughout the whole thing. And then after the match, the kids went over right to their team and thanked them, and then, they all sang the fight song together in Maryland. That's so cool. Everybody talks about this slogan, 24 Sports 1 team, but It is true. It's alive at Indiana, and it's so cool to see when that happens. We've done that before. We were at Miami of Ohio one time. Field hockey was playing, and we went over and watched them. And I just think that extra effort, and we're all playing for the same school, and if we're in the area or something like that, it makes such a difference. And it was really fun to have him there. And then Dave Leno came to Rutgers, one of the first voices, and was with us when we made the Sweet 16 run, and just a great guy. Is doing a lot with ESPN now and arena football and all kinds of things. And he's going to get a big break soon. He's really just an amazing person, very persistent, and has a great voice and has great preparation. And people like that, I think, have a continuing impact on a program. And it's nice to see him doing so well and still following our program.
And of course, this week, IU takes on Purdue twice. First Wednesday at West Lafayette, and then Saturday night at home. Can you talk about some of the challenges and maybe even some of the easiness, or I don't want to say easiness, of having to prepare for just one team in a span of 4 days?
Well, for both Purdue and us, it's a very short week. We both got back from the Maryland Rutgers tour, since we're travel partners, last night. And and having to turn around. So we'd already scouted the matches that they'd played early on, and then broke down film last night of their Maryland Rutgers, and now are starting all the meetings for Purdue. So it's a very short week for both of us, so it's fair. We're in the same situation. But yeah, only preparing for one team, and I've already seen them play several times this year, and so we know each other fairly well. It's not about so much knowing what offense they run and defense and things like that. We're going to know that. It's a rivalry week. It's great fun. We're friends with the coaches up there. I respect them and what they've done with their program. And it's early in the conference schedule, so it's great that we're 1-2 right now. But it's only after the second weekend, so we're not making a big deal out of that. We're more making a big deal out of we need to keep continuing to improve and to fight and to be very competitive in this conference, and we have big goals that we want to achieve this year. And so that's more of where we are right now, instead of thinking, oh, we're 1-2 in the conference. It's fun for the fans, for the week and everything like that. But yeah, we're gonna see them twice, so we'll see a little different look both times probably, and a little different things that we're both preparing strategy wise. And I think that's what makes it fun, to be able to play each other twice in 1 week. We've never done it, and so it's going to be an interesting situation. They're very good. Annie Drews, their right side, is maybe one of the best right sides in the country. Offensively, they're in the top 5 in the country in efficiency, and they do some really nice things, and I'm sure their crowd will be ready. And but we're excited to play them at home on Saturday. It's our 40th celebration of Indiana volleyball. We've got tons of alumni coming back. We got a banquet on Saturday, and that's as important as anything. We really want these alumni involved in our program, and this is going to be a great celebration. To have Purdue in town and to celebrate 40 years of volleyball. It's just going to be a great overall week. I'm just really excited about the program right now and everything that this week entails. It's going to be a great experience for them. It's very inspiring. They're going to see the first ever coach at Indiana volleyball stand up there and speak, and these people that love our program so much. We've spent so much time talking about being caretakers of our program. So the fact that they're just going to be involved in it, I think will be very inspiring, and I think very fun. So it's not like they have to do a lot of work, and be involved in everything that's going on. They just get to enjoy it, really, and have these people around that love Indiana so much and get to share stories about when they played here and everything. So in the end, I think it's going to be a great experience for all of us involved.
And both matches will be available on BTN Plus. Also Wednesday, the IUHoosiers.com live stream will be available for the audio. Also on this week, be on the lookout. I stopped into practice this past week and spent time with sophomore Taylor Lebo as she showed me the high jump serve, and I even tried to return a couple back.
How'd that go?
It didn't go very well. The first two, she zoomed them right over my head. I don't know how Jeremy edited those, but I got at least one touch on one of the serves, so I'll take that.
A touch, not a pass.
No, no, just a touch on it. It would have been a reception error on me, which is totally fine. But be on the lookout for that as well, along with Jasmine McDonald's Smooth Jazz episode. A lot of great footage from this past weekend on that episode as well. So for Coach Sherry Dunbar-Kruzan, I'm Sean Nash. Thanks for watching Inside Indiana Volleyball.